Babes, welcome back to the Boss Babes Guide. I'm Whit.
And I'm Sim.
And today we're going to talk about slut-shaming.
And the Bachelorette.
Because there's a lot of talk going around about what a slut Miss Caitlyn is, and I gotta be honest, I hate that we're doing this to her.
I know. I think it's so insane.
You know? If it were a man, like, I don't really think anybody would have even said anything about it.
No, and we know that because, I don't know, do you guys watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette? I watch religiously.
Yes, you do. 20-some seasons,
yes,
you've watched them.
Exactly. I know I've watched it since, like, I can remember in high school, like, laying in bed watching it. Just loved it so much, and still do. And I feel like we have seen guys who have had sex with women on the show.
Like, who's that guy who had sex with that girl on the beach?
Ben.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Before, like, the fantasy suite situation.
Right.
And I just don't understand, like, what the big deal is or why we think that it's our place to make judgments on other people's
decisions.
Behavior. Yeah. It's so crazy to me.
You know, I think it would be one thing if she was just, like, hopping into bed with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but the fact of the matter is she's going through this process to find her mate, like her husband, and that's important to her. She's been honest that it's important to her, and she's not the only person in the world that's important to. There are lots of people who want to know about sexual chemistry before they choose their life partner.
Totally.
And if she was feeling it in that moment and they had a strong connection and she had feelings for him, there's no shame in doing that. I think it's unbelievable that we are, because it wasn't the prescribed week, like, oh, how many dates did she wait to have sex with him? Like, that's exactly what we're saying to her. Like, oh, you had sex on the third date. Okay.
If you follow this formula, you're not a slut. But if you, like, don't follow the formula, you are.
Right.
And did you watch Men Tell All?
So I did.
Oh my gosh, I could not believe when they were reading some of, like, the evil,
most horrible things people are saying to her.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And I thought she was so spot on when she was saying, like, basically, if you didn't see it, they were criticizing her for not being, like, a good role model, essentially. And I thought it was so interesting because these people saying these awful things, like, one of them, like, was a mom. She was talking about her not being a good role model for her kids. First of all, as a parent, like, monitor your child's television intake.
Second of all, you are being an excellent model with your amazing language to your child.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so insane. Like, it's so inappropriate. And one, like, double standards for men and women, totally not cool.
No.
And two, like, why do it's a whole other, like, level of internet bullying.
Yeah, totally.
People can be such assholes. I don't understand. You think because you're behind a screen that you can say, like, whatever you want, and it gives you all this, like, pretend courage to say those things, where I'm sure that if she came into contact with her in real life would not, like,
you wouldn't have the balls
comments.
to say that.
No, it's so, because it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
And finally, I would like to say I'm having a girl, like, as someone who thinks about, like, my
so exciting.
As someone who thinks about, like, what to tell my child when she's old enough to make those sorts of decisions, I think about, you know, I would much rather her have sex with someone if she felt really strongly about them. Shut up, Bexley. He's like, she will not be sleeping with anyone. Bexy, no.
Bexley has something else to say about
this. He's like, no, girl, you're not sleeping with anybody. I think I would much rather her explore with, obviously not with every person in the world, but if she's considering marrying that person, I would so much rather her have sex with them beforehand, before marrying somebody, before moving in with someone, like all these huge life decisions that impact forever and ever and ever. You know, I would much rather her take the dive and have a little one-night funsies to figure that out.
And also, I mean, raising a human being who's able to, like, analyze a situation and make her own decisions and then, like, stand by her choices. Like, it was Caitlin's decision. I don't know why people are acting like the fact that she had sex before fantasy suites somehow, like, what is everyone so afraid of? I don't really understand.
Right. And you know what I'm really proud of is the fact that she didn't back down and she said, I'm not ashamed of what I've done. Good for her. You know what? Own it.
Yeah, it's awful the way that people on social media think that they can talk to people.
Right.
It's crazy.
I feel like you and I talk about this every time. It's like, stop being mean to one another on the internet, people.
It's insane.
The moral of the story is just be freaking kind to others. And you know what? If she were your best girlfriend and you were sitting on the other side of the table and she was like, yeah, oops, like, we had a really good time and one thing led to another and the next thing you know, like, he's in my hotel room, put on the face that you would put on if she were right in front of you and say, how did that make you feel? You know, like, ask the questions you'd ask your friends. Don't be such a brat to one another on the internet.
Agreed.
Amen.
Classic Whit advice. Don't be a brat on the internet.
Yes,
I love it.
or in person. Put your big girl panties on and
Tweet
just
that.
lock it up.
I think it's so true.
Love it.
We want to hear what you guys think about The Bachelorette, so comment below. Also, did you guys think she was going to pick Sean? I was like, I think they seemed so cute on After the Final Rose together. It seemed like they were really in love, although I just hope it's for real.
I do too, but I think that they probably did some tricky editing to make it look like maybe he wasn't the one because of that photo release. So who knows how much that was manufactured, like trying to make people say, "Oh, I don't know who she's gonna pick." So much of this is fog and mirrors. I wish that I looked like, I wish I had fog and mirrors going on right now to hide all of this.
You got a pregnancy glow going on.
Girl, I got a 38G going is what I've got. I went to get fitted for bras, not cute.
They look cute to me.
All right, we'll check you babes next time.
See you later.
Bye.